Hey everyone, so I'm making this video in response to a couple questions I received on my video for my drum cover of Aliens by Coldplay. And the specific comments were asking about where beat 1 is in the song, what's happening at the timestamp 209, and if the hi-hat is up or down. So I'm going to be going back into my drum cover and breaking down what's happening in the song so that we can hopefully have just a better understanding of what's going on in the tune and how to actually feel it and think about it. All right, so I'm going to address two questions first at the same time. Where's the one beat and is the hi-hat up or down? And the answer to both of those questions is largely going to depend on how you're counting the song. So for the most part, and I'll get to the exceptions in a little bit, but for the most part, Aliens is in 5. And you could count that as 5/4 or 5/8, meaning the measures are either worth 5 quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 5/8 notes, 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3, or for simplicity's sake, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so 2 measures of 5/8 is going to be the same length as 1 measure of 5/4. Now, how that impacts where the hi-hat is placed is that if you're counting in 5/4, it's always on the upbeats. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 1. If you're counting in 5/8, however, where the hi-hat is located in the measure, the downbeat or the upbeat, is actually going to go back and forth from measure to measure. So I'm going to say it slow because I'm honestly not that great at doing these things out loud, even though I can do it in my head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. There we go. A little hard to do out loud, actually. For me, it's a lot easier to just kind of feel it and do it in my head and play it than it is actually to say it. And that's why you see me behind a drum kit and not with a microphone in front of my mouth. But anyway, I'm going to play a clip from the drum cover, and I'll demonstrate or just kind of point out how this plays out. So I'm going to count in 5/4 first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you'll notice as I'm doing that, the hi-hat is in between all the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if I count this in 5/8, you're going to see the hi-hat's going to be on 2 and 4 first, and then 1, 3, and 5 next. So here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So if you're counting in 5/4, it's every upbeat, every and. But if you're counting in 5/8, then it's going to be on the upbeats one measure and the downbeats the next measure. So now I'm going to address the question, what happens at 209? So I'm going to go to 202 here. And we're going to just listen and watch what's going on at 209, and then we'll talk about it. Here we go. All right, what happened at 209? So that's a great question, right? The person who asked that question has a very keen ear. Something changed there, right? So what's going on? And this is why, even though it might be simpler to count the song in 5/4, it could be helpful to also think about it in 5/8, because that's going to make understanding what happened there much easier. And all that happened there is that they took 1/8 note out before going back to the 1. They only do this, I think, 2 or 3 times in the entire song. So it sneaks up on you, and it passes as quickly as it came in, right? So it's very easy to kind of miss, but also pick up on it and be like, wait, what happened there? So let's go back, and I'm going to count this thing in 5/8, and I'm going to count where the 4 is. And then it goes right back to 1, and it's going to go right back to being in 5/8. So let's take a listen. Go back to 203 here, and play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So it's very quick. It's very quick. Let's hear that again. Gonna go back to 202. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? It doesn't shift the hi-hat. The hi-hat's not consistent. It moves with it, right? So the hi-hat's just going to go right back to being on that upbeat when the new 1 comes in. All right, so that's my breakdown for Aliens by Coldplay. It's a really cool song, one of their lesser known ones, but hopefully this video was helpful in answering those questions.